Soul family. Let me tell you something I cannot stand. I cannot stand when family members they encounter a walking prophet, spiritual, soul vibrational family member that is highly intelligent, highly spiritually intelligent, and a lot of the walking dead zombie vibrational family members they always disregard that spiritual soul vibrational family members high IQ, intelligent, intuitional brains that is shared to them and they just disregard the intelligence. Let me tell you this, I can speak from experience. You know, it's a lot of people that never met me in person that are considered my spiritual family. They might not be biologically related to me, but they're more of my spiritual family. That's my actual family who comprehends my spiritual intelligence that I share from my intuition and they never neglect it. But like, let me tell you this. You know, I've encountered so many family members from my own generation, which is Generation Z, and they always disregard my spiritual, soul vibrational intelligence that's connected with Ankh life of the Most High. If you don't know what Ankh life is, it's spelled ANKHLIFE. So, like, for example, and Gen Z is not the only generation of family members that disregard my spiritual intelligence. It be ones of Generation X too. But I'll tell you this, for example, soul family, if I tell like a lot of my biological family members that the word bless means be less than your ultimate soul power, be lessened in your gifts, and the word bless means bleed. You know, a lot of my biological family members in North America, they're gonna disregard the intelligence because a lot of my family members in North America, they have that US imperialism, French British mindset. You know, they're not really high intelligent people. They have that slave owner colonial colonizer mindset of religions stuck in their brains, and that's all the way from Generation X to the millennials to the Generation Z people. So I'm pretty much like the octopus of my biological families in North America. Now my family members in Africa continent, in the Caribbean continent, they comprehend where I be coming from when I tell them about word spells, unplug from any form of indoctrination that there is, right? So if I told, let's say you as a spiritual being, you tell your biological parents that the word humble means dim your light. If your biological parents, if they have this if they have this Catholic, Mormon, Christianity, colonial, colonizer, slave owner mindset, they're going to disregard you for decoding what the word humble really means and say you're crazy or a conspiracy theorist because you say the word humble means dim your light. And it's very true. The word humble means dim your light. The slave owners, the slave owners of Spain, France, United Kingdom, and the US imperialism in North America, they did not want slaves to show their spiritual soulful vibrational light. So the slave owners of the Spanish colony of Spain, the French colony of France, the United Kingdom and US imperialism slave owners, they wanted slaves. They wanted slaves to not be showing their authentic light of soulful power because it irritates a lot of the demonic slave owners. You see, this is the stuff that be so deep that I go real deep in the iceberg with. And it really be a shame when you can't really educate a lot of your family members in North America about word spells and unplug from any form of indoctrination. The main people that the main people that always learn from me. The main people who learn from me is like people that's not really biologically related to me. They never met me in person. The people that never met me in person, they always learn a lot of stuff from me. And they don't neglect my spiritual intuition. So I have a sense of belonging with people that are my spiritual family that that never met me in person. But the people that seen me in person ever since I was uh, like 7 years of age, you know, a lot of family members in North America, for example, they never really acknowledged my intuition as a lifesaver to like really help them relearn life and and stop following all these colonial colonizer mindset indoctrinations from religions that was made by the so-called US imperialism, the British colony, the French colony, and the Spanish colony of Spain. That's a bunch of indoctrination. You see what I'm saying, soul family? And like another thing too, like soul family, if I let a lot of my family members in North America know today that, you know, having rocks in your possession, and you hold rocks, you hold stones, emeralds, crystals, and everything, you're gonna feel a lot of strong electromagnetic spiritual surges flow through your body, because I'm holding rocks right now. I'm holding a lot of stones. I'm literally holding stones in my hand right here, and I'm charging my electromagnetic body, right? So if I told my family members in North America that our body is actually electromagnetic neuromelanin, protomelanin, and electromelanin soul body temple, and it's not really made of flesh, they're gonna look at me like I'm crazy, because look, a lot of my family members in North America, they follow Bibles and all this Mormon and Catholic and Jehovah Witness indoctrination that was made by the slave owners, right? They're not really connected with, you know, spirituality of the Most High, which is connected along with Africa and etc. That's connected with the multiverse, the spirituality of knowing yourself, right? So like, just me, like a lot of my family members do not realize how intelligent I am. I am so slept on. Like I am more slept on than any underground musician on this planet. Like when it comes to spiritual intelligence, I am very slept on. I am underrated. So it's like, when I learned about how rocks can charge my body, rocks can charge my electromagnetic body to feel a lot of positive sensations flow through my all-seeing mind, heart, and soul, eye, spiritual brain intelligence. You see, I never had family members in North America tell me this. You know, I found it on my own. Now, if I had grew up in Africa, if I had grew up in the African continent like I was supposed to, a lot of my family members in Africa would have taught me everything about how I'm a god, how my body is made of electromagnetic forces. I would have learned all this stuff if I grew up in the African continent or the Caribbean continent, because the smartest melanated people is always in the Caribbean and the African continent. It's not in North America. Like, come on. Most melanated people in North America are Bible thumpers. They're brainless. They follow the US imperialism system ways in North America. But the melanated people in Africa and Caribbean continent, they don't follow like French and British and Spain colony and US imperialism, Mormon and Catholic and etc. slave owner religions. They think with the spirituality of self connecting with Ankh life, which is spelled ANKHLIFE. So like my thing is this. I can never talk to people who don't want to relearn life through my spiritual intuitional intelligence, because every time I talk, it's coming through intuition. I never have an opinion on things. I always speak facts. So like, that's just like really like shows me like who's a spiritual soul being and who's like a walking dead zombie of the prison matrix systems. Because I don't do zombie soulless vibrational NPCs who don't think for themselves and they want to continue to follow indoctrination. It doesn't matter if they're a family member, because I only connect with spiritual soul beings who like to question things.